Alrighty, we are live again. So welcome to Abigail Sunday Live. So today's video is regarding the MBMP app. So apologies, I'm a little bit late, but I was just trying to set up the best way I can to showcase the app's demo. So it's a demo. It only works on Android. So we are getting the Apple ready and Apple Play Store and website ready at the same time. So they will be available in a month's time. But I just wanted to share this idea today so that when the app is coming out tomorrow, say, or next for the Apple or the website, I just want to give a small demo how it's going to work. So when we look at the migrants came into the Australia in late 1700s when British colonized Australia, and they came as slave laborers. So then in 1800s, the law was abolished. Then again, the migration started. The migrants started coming in as farm laborers and everything. But since then, the migrant population of Australia has actually grown to be the business leaders. They have grown to be entrepreneurs. They have grown into business entities. They have in my opinion, migrants have contributed to Australian economy in billions of dollars every year. So if you go on Google, just search um, contribution of migrants to Australian economy, and you will be surprised how many people have actually started their businesses, whether they are stores, whether grocery stores, fruit stores, they have bought businesses, they have gone into building, they're into finance. And data also shows one thing that's amazing is that migrants have more um, prospects of doing the business successfully than a person who actually born here. So that's a data. So you can go online and check all those data. That data verifies that migrants, being hardworking, gone through struggles in their life, have more chances of succeeding in business than somebody who's actually brought up here. So I'm just talking about chances. I'm not talking about anything else. People who are actually born here, they're smarter. Every generation is getting smarter and smarter as we speak, and they're getting those ideas that will just blow your minds off. For instance, Facebook, such a strong social media platform. Without Facebook, you cannot have your presence felt as a business, as an individual, or as a coach or mentor or anything you want to do in your life. TikTok, Instagrams. So when we look at Instagrams or TikToks, if we look at the negative side of things, yeah, they have negatives. But positive is that they have actually brought out an artist in you, the creative artist in you, the creativity that goes into it, in all those videos to entertain you when you just keep on swapping it is amazing. If you look at the brighter side of those things, just imagine doing a guard's job with no mobile phone in your hand and your shift is 12 hours. At least you have phones now. You can just look on the phone, interact on social media, interact with your friends, what you're doing, what you're not. When you look at the brighter side of the things, I think you will feel that positivity. Yeah, there's a whole lot of negatives in social media, but that's our responsibility to make sure that it doesn't pass on to our next generation. Next generation knows ins and outs of the technology. It's important. That's our responsibility because this is our generation who actually created it. So it's our responsibility to pass on the responsible things to our next generation. So again, as a social media savvy, um, last year in 2019, like everybody else, my business was also affected. There were lockdowns, nothing much to do. Zoom came in. All of a sudden, Banks who thought working from home was merely impossible because of all the security reasons and everything. Everyone's working from home. Assessors, you name it. Even solicitors, even conveyancers, the settlements that happen, everything happens online and they're working from home. Amazing, isn't it? Then, when I'm going through those social media, and I was thinking in my back of brain that, you know, the groups, the amazing groups that are in Facebook, Indians in Sydney, um, and in Brisbane, Australians, business entrepreneurs. There's so many groups, buy a sell, Carindale, Karina. Just imagine someone started those groups. Someone just sitting around thought of an idea that they should have a group where people can share their problems or ideas, and people can come back and give them the answers to it. You'll be amazed how many people help each other on Facebook, whether it's a visa issue, whether it's money issue, whether it's your employment issue, whether it's stress. So there's everything for everyone in social media. All you have to do is find the right thing. That's it. That suits you, your lifestyle, what you want to listen. You can block the people, you can block the group, you can leave. There's so much around that. So when I was sitting around, I was looking that people want recommendations on various people, whether it's TV installation, whether it's plumber, whether it's electrician, whether it's gardening, landscaping. So there were so many posts in so many Facebook groups that ticked in my brain. And I was thinking, like, why not? Why can't there be some platform that can actually give people that independence of not asking people, but just go to that platform, an app? So I wasn't thinking of an app. I was thinking more of a website. Let's try if it works or not. But the more I got into it, the more discussions I did with my friends, my family, um, the more I got involved into it. It was hard to find people who could actually do it, and I was even, duped in thinking that this person can get this job done, because you have to try in life. If you want to do something very different, you will have to give people chances. That people might or might not come out to be um, trustworthy, but you have to trust someone. So I trusted someone to help me out on this project. And, but whether or not he helped me out, he took my money, whatever his own personal situation might be. I don't want to go into it, but when discussing with him, this whole project opened the whole new prospect for it. The website, what I thought was gone. The idea changed into an app. I thought, why not an app? Why not an app where business community, the small business community, the self um, employed people, small sole traders who work from garage, who work from their backyard, who work from their home, who work from their vehicles. Why can't we get them on one platform where community can use them anywhere? It doesn't matter. Like, I'm sitting at home, I want someone 30 or 40 kilometers away to use services. I'm in Brisbane City, all right? Let's say I'm in Brisbane City. And I was thinking, like, my parents are home. All of a sudden, if there is something wrong with electricity, something wrong with plumbing, something wrong with what if, like, my dog pooed on the on the couch or on the carpet? Like, am I going to go online and try to find someone who can do it? Because I have to go through all those listings first of all. So I'm going to type, plumbers or carpet cleaners, like in Karina, in Carindale, in Sydney, in Blacktown, in DY, in Manly, anyway. And then I ring them up. I go to the website, try to ring them up. So the problem is people advertise everywhere. So big businesses do not need to be in one place. They can advertise on multiple platforms. They can service whole of Brisbane. So when you call them, they might be 50 or 30 kilometers away. But there might be someone next door to you, which you don't know, next street to you, which you don't know, does the same thing. But he doesn't have those resources to expose his business to the community, to the wider community, because that takes a whole lot of money. So you can't only advertise on Facebook. You have to advertise on Facebook, you have to advertise on social media, whatever that is. It can be TikTok, it can be Instagram, it can be, then it's Google. Then you have to go into your own community, maybe the club where you play or where your kids play. So you have to get that exposure. You have to advertise in magazines, newspapers, local newspapers, you name it. Your own community newspapers. Doesn't matter you're from Lebanese background, you're from Italian, you're from Indian, you're from any background that you are, you will have to have that exposure, but you can't have that exposure just by advertising on one single platform. And trust me, it takes a whole lot of money when you go into it. So those people, they don't have voice. They don't have that exposure. And I know a lot of people from my experience that work next door to me. I get my car service from this amazing guy, Dave, who just lives 3 units away from me in Karina. But he's not on Google. So if you go and try to find a mechanic, it's a whole lot of everyone, Midas comes up, Ultratune comes up, and all those big companies come up. Not him, but he's a damn good mechanic. So I wanted to give these small businesses a platform where they can connect with the community. And that's where this My Build, My Pride service app came into existence. The birth of this app is not for me. It's not for making a name for myself, but it was genuinely to help the community and help these small businesses, especially migrants, to earn an honest extra dollar. Whether you're working part-time, you want to start a new business, you want exposure. But if your community helps you, own community, your local community helps you, there is nothing that's going to stop you. You will know this guy. You will make a mate out of him. It's very important that you learn the Australian mateship. It's very important. So when you learn all these things, you will one day understand the importance of these people, small businesses, the people who cannot expose themselves to bigger businesses. So let's start with the demo of the app. So I don't want to speak too much around it. Let's go and start the app. So app's going to look like something like this. So this is on my phone. So all you have to do is go to the Play Store. Alrighty. So we go into, all right. Okay. So you go into Play Store and you type in My Build, My Pride. Simple, easiest name in the world and easiest to remember. Okay, there we are. And just press enter, a beautiful icon pops up. There you go, looks beautiful, eh? And then let it install, installs pretty quick, easy, fast. Now you open it. So this is the main screen, all right? So you have two options here. Either you can use it by location or you can use it by postcode. So by location is default. It's going to take your own location where you live. So if I do my location, if you can see here, right on top here, all right, it will start showing the address where you are. All right. So let's move forward. So I will do it by location. You can do it by postcode. All right. There you go. So say okay. All right. As soon as you say okay, there you go. So this is a feature I always wanted to have somewhere in any app. So it tells you where you are. This is your address. This is the place. This is the postcode. All right. This is the postcode where you actually want to find plumber, electricians, Sparky, anyone you want. So you can build a town planner, anyone you can find. There's so many people working from home. All right. So if you want any category to be added onto it, please give me a yell. All right. So no, sorry, it's not available on Apple Store. It will be available on Apple Store shortly. Um, I was um, I was gonna make a hybrid, but my um, ID guy said me no, don't do it. The developer, he said don't do the hybrid because hybrids don't work perfectly because iOS is totally different from Android. So you will actually have more issues than have more easy things to do out of the app. So if I have iOS a different app and Android a different app, there will be less issues. The app will work smoothly. So there are no images in the app, first of all. Why? Because it has to be fast. So if I put images into it, the image is going to take a longer time to load. So what we are doing is this app is going to be standalone. Then we're going to attach those pages at the back. So we're going to add product review, Google reviews, and all that stuff to the services that people are already giving. So some people still have Google pages. They might have 7 or 10 or 50 or something, good reviews or anything on it. So they will be shared onto it. So it will be available on iOS. I will make another video on it as soon as it comes in. But I'm waiting for the website to come in and iOS at the same time. So next video will be on website and iOS. So you can see there are all categories here. We can add categories. So I'm going to click on plumber and see. So what I have done is I have added the plumber myself. So in future, there will be a list of plumbers in that postcode. So all you have to do is click on that icon on the right hand side. So this is just a demo. So they will be licensed people. Their license will be checked with QBCC. If they're in Sydney, they will be checked with the relevant authorities. If they're in Victoria, they will be relevant authorities. So same like anywhere else, dodgy tradies, builders, anyone is not welcomed, frankly. So if you find someone who's dodgy, you can report it as well in the feedback, and we will take it very seriously. So the whole process, this app is to join community, bring the communities together. And in pandemic, businesses need community support more than anybody else. Seriously, I've seen it. There are carpenters working for big builders. Right now, they have nothing to do. They are stuck in pandemic. The building is stuck. They don't have the resources. The truss is coming. Timber is not coming. So they need your support. You want to get something done in your house. You need a chippy. You need a carpenter. You can give them a call. They are your mate. They are your friends. They are friends' friends, which you don't know, frankly. And when you are going to try this app out and you're going to spread the word, you will be amazed how many people on your street does so many different things. There are people doing website building. And it's amazing how they are able to do full-time jobs and then do this business on the part-time basis to get extra income coming in. People have to pay mortgages. People have to feed their families. Nobody was ready for pandemic. What hurt us, this COVID-19. So it is our responsibility to help our community, help our mates out. Australia is built on mateship. So we need to keep that into our mind. The mateship is very important. And this app is built on mateship. So let's help each other out. Let's community help the business community out, the small business community out, the sole traders, people working from their homes, garages, and back in their vehicles. All right. So moving on to the app. Sometimes I get too emotional about it. So, um, so this is a plumber. You can give them a call. All right. And when you press that button, it will take you to the. So you can like see um, in this postcode you can find anyone. Alrighty. So now, if you're using the service, you don't need to sign in or sign up. You can just download the app, start using it straight away. That's it. You don't need no signing or nothing. All right. You don't need to have that extra step. Like there's no data collection. We need to have your name, number, phone number, email ID, all that stuff. You are just want the service, so you don't need to sign up or sign anything. But if you're a service provider, if you're a plumber, if you have an electrician or a chippy or anyone, the licensed one, you will need to sign up. So right now, the sign up as username, a mobile, email. So it will have a license column in it and ABN. So all the this data will come to my email. I will cross-check the relevant authorities and then submit it. So without that, no unlicensed person can actually get onto this app. All right. So if you think like your license is expired, it's not current, you cannot be on this app. So you have to have your credentials checked before you get onto this app. So as any other app works, you have to have a username. Username can be your business name. So I think business name is a better option when you do it. All right. So I'm just a demo. I'm gonna do proud. All right. So I'll put it there on my laptop. So that's why I'm just going this way. All right. So you put your mobile number. Your password can be any password. All right. So nobody else can actually use your password. So why you need it? Because you might need to change your services later on. All right. You might be going into landscaping, but you're not yet in landscaping. All right. So you can go in, sign in, and change your field. So you are now providing a landscaping service as well. You can be providing a retaining wall service, so all that stuff. So here you can, like, this is my location. So I can change it. So you can change it to whatever you want. All right. So I'm just putting in a random address. All right. So this street doesn't exist though. All right. So, but I'm just doing it for a demo. So why I'm doing it, just want to showcase how this thing is going to work. It's super easy, frankly, super easy. So we go, and then we're gonna put into the postcode. This service works on postcode or location. It's gonna work on the name of the suburb as well. All right, so if you don't know the postcode, you can always type in the suburb. So now you can select whatever your service you provide. All right, so I'm selecting, I'll select, there you go, carpenter, a chippy. All right, so sign up, it's all signed in, go back. All right, so now you can, like I'm gonna change on top here. All right, see, this is where you change your postcode. All right, so you can put that postcode in 2.73. Now, when I click on it, there you go. So now if you're in Marsden Park, anywhere in Blacktown, anywhere, if you want someone in that postcode, those services, that business is going to pop up. All right. All you have to do is give them a call straight away. Okay. That's it. It's as simple as an app can be. It was never tried before. I searched everywhere. I thought, like, because there you go. This is what I like. If I go back a little bit, all right, this is, so now you know which postcode service you are looking for. All right, so this will change if you want to look for any other postcode. All right, Maybe, someone, um, or your friend or your family, they're not, you know, mobile, they're stuck in a home or something, or they're at office, and some neighbor has actually come back and said, look, there's a leakage in your front yard. You need to get someone straight away, maybe a plumber or anyone. You can be in any suburb, any postcode, but you can actually find someone who can get there in minutes. That's the whole thing. You don't need to go. You can call your own people. Simple as that. If you know someone who can help you straight away, why not? But if you don't know a random postcode, let's say you have an investment property down in Brisbane, Gold Coast, all right, you can actually, sitting in Sydney, find someone who can go there and fix your stuff. How good is that? Yeah, Google does that, of course, but you have to type in, find them. They can be anywhere in Gold Coast. They can be 45 minutes away. They can be 50 minutes away. They can be in Brisbane, but they can be providing the services in whole of Queensland. That's how the big businesses work. But what about that one guy who can just pop out of his door, come in, use his tools, his expertise, his license, and fix it right there, right then? So that's the whole point of this app. So I want small businesses to have that exposure where they don't have to spend thousands of dollars. Registration or sign up is totally free. But yeah, fixing those issues still, so it will be zero in the end. Then you can leave a feedback as well. All right. So this feedback is going to change. So it will be interactive. So if you're going to swipe up, it's going to be good. You swipe down, it's bad. And there is going to be a small circle if you want in the middle, if you want to leave a comment. So it's going to be as easy as that. The more swipes up means if the guy is good. All right. And the app's algorithms are going to work out, who to recommend in the end. If they're going to keep on doing the good job, of course, why not? So they like if they can be 5 electricians, 5 plumbers, 5 tilers, 5 landscapers, 5 gardeners, 5 retaining wall experts, 5 builders in your postcode, but they are not equal. They are not equal in terms of providing the satisfactory service. So you're going to make sure you give them the feedback, and give them the feedback not because it's your job or something, because they have done a good job. They have come here, they have worked for you, they have given you the satisfactory solution to whatever your problem was. They fixed it. It's going to help them. And the whole essence is to help local community and the business community in that local community to connect, be mates, help each other out. The COVID is not going anywhere anytime soon. Maybe, just maybe, if we use this app, spread the word, we might be giving someone extra dollar, extra money to run their family, their business. And I always say that a good person deserves a good feedback. He deserves to be famous. He deserves to be, what they call to be recognized. Recognition is very important for anyone who does a good work. Without that, people fail. But we have to make sure that whoever's listening to this video, who understands the whole idea behind this app, to get together and make this app a success. I will keep on making videos about the app, the updates. I'm going to advertise. I'm going to go to local businesses, ask them to go online and register themselves. I'm going to do it myself. It's a hard job. It's going to take a lot of resources, a lot of time. But as I always say, I never give up. Neither should you. Neither anybody you know. If you know someone who's trying to give up, tell them never give up. Life is not about giving up. It's how much you can give away to people around you. So thanks for watching the video, and thanks for the comments. All right. Till next time, as I always say, be happy and financially fit. Thank you.